Aaron, you said that you want your team to never stop, and that's exactly what they've done today. You must be really delighted with that.
Yeah, I am. I'm really delighted. I did say that this team will never give up, and that was evident today. I felt like second half we really put our foot down and had real good control on the game, and was on another day, we go on to win that game. But really encouraging signs, and for us to get that goal late on, I think obviously I'm not here to celebrate draws, but it's a big goal in the context of things, and the boys that played and the boys that come on as well really made an impact.
It could have been easy for the boys and for the supporters to maybe down a little bit, a goal behind, chasing it. But what does it say about everybody out there today that they kept going until the end?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this club has been in a bit of a difficult situation over the last few years in terms of what's gone on and that. But for me now is to change that mentality and to never give up, and to always get to always be trying to score goals and to remain on the front foot. So yeah, really important for us to do that. It only takes a moment to score a goal, and the fans were brilliant today, because you could really sense that excitement and that energy in the crowd, which drove us home and got us that goal to equalise. And like I said before, unlucky probably not to go on and win the game as well.
What can that moment do at the end of the game for Ciaron Brown to score? What can that do for everybody at the football club?
Yeah, it could be a huge thing. Obviously, you don't want to lose your first game. Obviously, we'd like to have gone on and won the game as well. But in the circumstances, yeah, it's a really positive performance, especially second half. First half as well, for 20 minutes, I thought we were really positive, and then we got caught into playing a little bit of the game, that they wanted really. And it's difficult because playing against MK Dons and the way that they set up, and the amount of time that they take in between set pieces and the goal kicks and things like that, it can be frustrating. But ultimately we need to stay focused and stay calm in them situations and keep going, and we'll get our rewards in the end.
Just talking about a couple of individual players, we spoke about Brownie, a really big moment for Sparky as well to open the score, and he's going to be invaluable for us this season.
Yeah, absolutely buzzing for Sparky. Obviously, he gives us so much out of possession with his pressing ability, and his honesty with his runs and things like that. But for him to get that goal now, he's a huge player for us. And yeah, really delighted that he found the back of the net there.
Last week we had 7 academy players involved in the matchday squad. Today we had an additional one in Mo Masanga, who came on and he looked so bright for his professional debut. How pleased are you for him?
Really pleased for him. Obviously, when I first came in here, I went and I watched the 21s train, and he caught my eye immediately. So he was somebody that I really wanted to try and get across to the first team, and he has been training with us on occasions now throughout pre-season. So for him to come up in these circumstances, quite late decision, but for him to come in then to make that impact, get on the pitch, and to show everybody what a talent he is was really encouraging and pleasing for him. So I'm absolutely delighted for him, and it's a huge day for him and his family.
And just finally, a free week leading into Stevenage away next week. That'll be another test for us, but as we lead into that, you must be looking at a week with a lot of positivity now.
Yeah, for sure. I think there was a lot of positive things in there today. Like I said, yeah, the game a little bit in the mid-section, but like second half, 35 minutes, we were really dominant. So that's us. That's the way that we need to play the game. And if we can do that and add layers and be dominant for 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 80 minutes of games, then we'll be a right force and a handful for anybody.
Aaron, well done. Thanks.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Ciaron, what an end to the game. How did that feel?
Yeah, it felt good at the time. And obviously buzzing to kind of equalise first game at home, kind of end it on a high. But a bit disappointed it kind of got to that stage. I think we went 1-0 ahead and kind of sat off a little bit, and that's not what the manager wants. That's not what we want, and allowed them in the game. But obviously come out second half with the right intent and piled the pressure on, and just happy we can kind of end it in a positive way.
You said it there, the team piled the pressure on in the second half. We put in a huge effort. How much do you think we deserved that equaliser at the end?
Yeah, we definitely deserved it. I think the way we played in the second half, the fans can kind of look at that, and I'd hope they look at it and feel positive going into the season, because that's the way we want to play. And I know the second part of the first half wasn't it, but if we can eliminate them spells of the game, then we're going to be a good side.
First goal of the season for you. What does that mean for you personally and for the team?
Personally, I set goals for myself before the season starts and to try get as many as I can to help the team. I think if defenders or anyone can kind of chip in and help out with goals, I think it always makes for a good thing for the team.
The team put a lot into that, really came together as a unit. What belief does that and excitement levels does that give you guys going forward?
Yeah, 100%. I think being 2-1 down and drawing the game gives you a lot of confidence going into next week, and likewise if you was 2-1 up and drew the game, it probably knocks your confidence a little bit. But like I said, we probably shouldn't have been in that circumstance in the first place, but it's a nice way to end the game.
The crowd really got behind you today, big crowd here. How does it feel to be playing back in front of a home crowd?
Yeah, obviously buzzing. I think all the players were buzzing knowing that the first league game was going to be at home, knowing that the fans are going to be behind us, and especially this season we're going to need it more than ever, and I think they really brought it today.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.